Next, let's talk about Craigslist strategy. Now, Craigslist is an interesting site in its own right because it's really designed to be a community site for local communities. It's not designed to be searched nationally like eBay is. So it's kind of interesting, and it's also a very non-commercial site, meaning that the founders never wanted it to be a place for people to do business commercially. They only wanted it to be a community type site where people could meet each other, people could help each other, people could sell stuff to each other, but nothing bigger or more commercial than that. So here's a couple of strategies. You can search Craigslist for collectibles, high demand items, and wholesale lots. You'd be amazed at what sells on Craigslist, and you'd be amazed at what you could do and what you could get through Craigslist. There's been a lot of great friendships and relationships made through Craigslist from people just wanting to help each other out. Like, for example, offering a room for rent or offering a place to live while somebody's in town and things like that. Very beneficial things can happen through Craigslist. Now, at the same time, there can be some horrible things that happen through Craigslist as well. So you've got to be careful with Craigslist because there are people that are trying to scam you on Craigslist. So you always have to be kind of keeping an eye behind your head and getting a sense of, is this person for real or not? As long as you follow some basic rules with Craigslist, you're going to do fine. And that is, when you meet people through Craigslist, you want to meet them in a public place, such as a Starbucks, a McDonald's, a fast food place, a gas station, someplace that is, if you're meeting at night, someplace that's well lit and populated, where there's a lot of people around. The other thing you've got to do is make sure you only, when you do business on Craigslist, you only meet people face to face. A lot of people will try to say, hey, can I PayPal you, or can I send you the money and then you ship me the item? You don't want to do that because people have found multiple ways to reverse that charge, and you've already shipped the item, and there's no way to resolve that through Craigslist. So whether you're a buyer or a seller, there are people looking to scam you on Craigslist. So just be hyper aware, be extra careful. Now, having said that, I've done a lot of deals through Craigslist. I've made a lot of money buying through Craigslist over the years, and I've never had a problem in terms of being scammed. So I don't want to create too much, anxiety here, but I do want you to have a healthy respect for the fact that there are quite a few scamsters on Craigslist. And if something looks a little too good to be true or seems a little off, just break it off. Don't go any further. All right. Now remember to do your pre-sale research before you decide to buy a wholesale lot. So if you see a wholesale lot, somebody selling a bunch of the same item, make sure you do your pre-sale research that we showed you here at the very beginning of the course. Get a sense of the demand for that item, because the last thing you want to do is buy a ton of one item. Let's say you buy 500 units of an item, and you're the one that now is flooding the market because you can't get rid of them fast enough because there isn't enough demand. So be sure there's plenty of demand. It's one thing to get something at a really good price. It's a whole different story to get 500 units of that item at a really low price if there isn't enough demand for 500 units. So you don't only want to do pricing research, you also want to do market demand research, which I showed you how to do earlier. Now, buying on Craigslist does require time and your willingness to run out at a moment's notice to pick up great deals, because often you'll spot something on Craigslist that just got listed, and if it's a really good deal, you may not be the only person that's jumping on it. You've got to get on it right away. You've got to run out and buy that item. Now, here are some tools that can benefit you on Craigslist. There is a tool called Search Tempest, and it allows you to search Craigslist, eBay, and even Amazon all in one tool, in one website. You would find it at searchtempest.com. As you can see, it allows you to type in your zip code and then type in a radius around you of 5 miles, 10 miles, in this case 400 miles, and search all the different Craigslist regions in one search. This is very valuable if you have a BOLO item, a be on the lookout item, that you know you can make a lot of money on, and you want to search a large radius of Craigslist at one time, because Craigslist does not allow you to do that on their own site. On their own site, you can only search one region at a time, or one city at a time if you're in a bigger city or in a bigger, more populated area. So it tells you where you want to search, and then what you want to search, and then you click search. And then you can even search eBay results and Amazon results as well. There are even more search options. As you can see, you've got categories, subcategories, and all kinds of other options. So this is a great way to do a broader search than Craigslist normally allows. And then we've got adhunter.com, spelled just like it says here, adhuntr.com. And this is another site that allows you to do a broader classifieds search. Now, a couple of these sites have other classified types of websites as well, not just Craigslist. They might have Gumtree, or they might have eBay classifieds or other classifieds. So be on the lookout for those kind of second-rate or lesser-known classified ad sites, because often you can find amazing deals there because those sites get a lot less traffic. There's a lot less buyers on there. That opens it up for you to get a great deal.